Hey, what's up, YouTube? Bad news. You can see this here sling. It's not good. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Look. Hey, it's 3 months, 13 weeks. I know I said I'd do a video at 11 weeks, and I just decided to wait for the month mark. So we're at 3 months. I actually just graduated from physical therapy today, and I have to say, everything is fantastic. It's great. So let's start with the range of motion. First of all, I mean, I think at my 5-week video I was here, maybe 7 here, 9, but and I think I had a goal of maybe this. Was this my goal? I don't know. Was this my goal? Maybe this? Maybe this? Nope, I don't know. Is this my goal? You tell me, because here we are, 3 months, all is good. Like this. I mean, I can't get this all the way to my head yet, like this one, but this is fantastic. Like, I'm just gonna say, the fact that I can do most of this stuff behind my back, like, I don't know, it's great. Like, who would have thought? So if you're looking at this video and you've been watching my other videos, progression, you can see there was a huge difference between my 2-month, 8-week video or 9-week video till now. The progression has just jumped leaps and bounds, and I pushed myself with physical therapy. I was doing everything I could, stretching all the time, waiting for this day to where I didn't have to go anymore. Today they kicked me out. They gave me a t-shirt, and it was great feeling to say I'm done with that. I still have to do lots of stuff on my own. I'm going to keep going with the stretches and strengthening. I'm going to push it all the way. I'll probably keep going for a full year, just to make sure that my arm is 100% at a year. But just for everybody out there that's watching or possibly discouraged or anything like that, I just, there's hope, man. I'm telling you, like, I wish I'd have known this was going to be how it was a month ago. But, everybody's different, and it might not be that way for everybody. But for me, it's great. It's fantastic. And everything I can do, like showering, tons better. Sleeping, I can sleep. I sleep on my stomach now with my arms. Like, I just doing this in a meeting at work. I wasn't able to do that. That was fantastic. Just being able to put my hands behind my head and kick back. Do whatever. It's great. And I'm still restricted to only lifting 10 pounds or less. But as far as everything else goes, I'm doing everything I want to do. And I'm going to say this is a kind of a thing that got me. I had to go and get a prescription for some anti-inflammatories because it was probably 2 weeks ago that when I was in PT, he was telling me that I was still too stiff and I wasn't getting the range I needed to get. And he was a little bit concerned. And here's what happened. So as I got better and my pain wasn't really that bad, I kind of stopped taking ibuprofen, and I didn't ice as much because I wasn't hurting, and I was just like doing my thing and doing my day, and without taking the ibuprofen throughout the day and that stuff, the swelling, came back. And so they put me on a week-long anti-inflammatory that it's kind of crazy. It was really aggressive, but it took the swelling way down, and I've learned my lesson. I'm still going to take my ibuprofen at least twice a day, probably 3 times a day, 800 milligrams, just to keep the swelling and inflammation down in there. I'm icing it more than I was. I stopped icing it altogether. I do my stretches and it still felt fine, and I didn't care, and I just kind of went on. But so after my stretching and strengthening, I'm icing again, just to make sure I'm keeping that inflammation down. And that was a big deal because it kind of set me back another week with therapy. I could have probably gotten out there a week earlier, but so take that as a note. Like, if you are on anti-inflammatories or taking Motrin or ibuprofen or something like that, keep it up. It does help. Like with that inflammation there, it restricts that arm from getting that full range of motion, you know. And he would be torturing me and stretching me, and it wasn't going where it needed to go. And he just finally said, like, let's talk to your doctor and get the anti-inflammatory, and we did, and it was great. Made a huge difference. So there's that. What else? I've been doing tons of activity as far. I play ping pong at work. It's kind of like a pastime, and I've been playing with my left hand, and I actually got really decent. But I've been trying to play with my right hand more, and now I play with my right, except for maybe a couple games where we actually played dual paddle. I'll show a clip maybe here.
Unbelievable. That was a good one.
But it's fun, and it does get a good workout, and I make sure I'm doing more and more stuff with my right hand. The showering, I shaved my head, you can see that, and I shaved for the first bit with my left only, and it was terrible. And then finally I could get, this half of my head with my right, and it would get sore after a while. I'd be showering and I'd be like, okay, I had to break and then work on my left. But now, I'm doing the whole thing. It doesn't matter. I can hold it up there for as long as I want. It doesn't matter. This doesn't even faze me. And I can feel just the tightness because of the inflammation in there, and the stretching. It's not hurting at all. Like I could hold it for as long as I want. And I was shooting at this for a goal. Like before, when I was doing those motions, holding it there would hurt, and I felt like that was pain, but I was pushing it. Now this doesn't hurt. I can feel the weight of my arm because my muscles aren't quite all the way there yet, but it doesn't hurt the spot. So doing any of that, like range of motion, is not a big deal. So as you can see, all good. So that's fantastic. The sleeping, great. So keep it up. Like, if you guys are getting anything out of these videos, give me a thumbs up or comment. If you have questions or anything like that, just let me know in the comments below, because I'm here. I'm doing these videos just to help people that were like me, and just seeing videos made me hopeful, and comparing my progression to other people, and I'm still going. I'm gonna make another video probably at 6 months. I think that from 3 to 6 I'll show you that transition, and it'll be warm by then. It's snowing like crazy out there right now, and I'm done with that. But in the summer I'll show you some more videos around the 6-month mark, and I'll do a year mark too. I just think that it's important for people to see what kind of progression, where you're at. And if I'm getting that kind of motion at 3 months, I'm hoping at 6 months that my right arm look just like this, where I can pop it up against my head, go straight, go back even a little bit further than that. Right now I can get it next to my head, but I can't get that without pushing it straight or pulling it back. I can pull it back a little bit, but I would like to be able to do that in 6 months, and in a year I'm gonna think that I'm perfectly normal. And when I do that video, you'll know when I know, I guess. So good luck out there, and keep on doing your physical therapy. Keep working it out. Don't give up.